So I want to help you to experience more synchronicity and magic, flow in your life, more connection with the world around you, not only the magic of the wild, but, people in your life, your neighbor, the people you don't expect it, or the people that you do, your friends. What's happening in your life? How can you be more connected to that and experiencing more flow, more synchronicity? Helping you to realize the power that you really are, and that this relationship that you have with reality itself that is coming through everything and everything you're experiencing. I thought of this today. I mean, this is one of my favorite subjects. I just love it when we're experiencing the flow with life. It's so amazing. It's so incredible to realize this power that is what we are, of our consciousness and life itself. The magic, the flow, the synchronicity that we can experience with the world. It's one of the greatest gifts of being human, and one of the real blessings of spiritual work, of coming more into attunement with who you really are, why you're here on the planet. But this morning I woke up and I was like, I want to go out in the early morning light and make a video in some beautiful place out in the forest. But where can I do that? Maybe someplace new, someplace sacred and by the water or something, And I thought of a place I know, and I was going to go there. But I went outside getting ready to go, and my neighbor was like, "Hey, what's happening?" Like, "Yeah, I was getting ready to go for a hike, go make a video." And he's like, "You ever been to this place?" I'd never heard of it before. It's actually pretty close by where I live, which keeps happening in this synchronistic flow of life. I keep discovering new, amazing, magical places in the world that I never knew existed. Yeah, anyway, he gave me the simple secret instructions, because it's not an easy place to find. It's off the map, And so here we are, walking this trail. And I think I got to a dead end. It's so funny, paying attention to the camera instead of the... And so here I am, exploring my way into something new, and I just thought I'd share some of this journey with you and talk about how. Is there a way to actually increase your synchronicity, your flow with life? And there really is. And it's the thing I keep talking about over and over and over, because it's really the key to everything in life, really. Finding more happiness, more peace, more joy, more synchronicity, more empowered state of who you are, being more confident in yourself, all these things. Everything comes from alignment. Learning how to bring your mind and your heart and your body into a unified experience of yourself. And this is a practice, something to cultivate every day. So, this morning, as I do pretty much every day, going outside, taking some time to do some stretching and yoga and prayer as a way of aligning to reality and aligning our energetic field, because we function very much like a battery. Has these polarities, right? A battery has a positive end and a negative, and then the charge that runs through the middle. And when you connect the positive polarity with the negative polarity, which is our root chakra with the crown, and our heart is what activates this charge, this flow within our field, which is our consciousness, which is our experience, how we're experiencing reality. And so prayer, to me, is a way of attuning to that, aligning the energetics of our consciousness, learning to feel the polarities of the different energetics, this positive polarity. We also call it the masculine, the solar polarity. And then the lunar, the feminine, the negative, and I don't mean that like, how we think of that, right? The negative is equally as important as the positive. If you look at a battery, you can't have one or the other. They're both equally important to that charge, to that power. And that's the same in our consciousness. And our energetic field works just like that battery. And when we get out of center, we get into our, out of our heart, get all in our mind, we get polarized into only one dominant energy, which actually leaks our power. We start losing our energy into all the dissonant thoughts and experiences of ourselves. And so this practice of tuning and aligning, learning to come into your heart, connecting to that solar energy above and down to the lunar, using the energy of our awareness, of our consciousness, to refocus, realign, and tune in to our inner perfection. And then, when we're operating from that state, so you can actually learn to hold this state all the time in your life. Keep regulating your field, your energetics. Keep this battery empowered. It never will drain. See, unlike a regular battery, if you learn to connect these poles and get this central access with your heart, you become an endless vessel, like a never-ending battery. Keep being filled with source energy, because now you're actually this receiver of that. We always are, but now you're amplifying this power. It raises your vibration. It synchronizes you with yourself, first and foremost, which then starts to synchronize you with reality. So the more you practice this in yourself and in life, the more that life synchronizes with you. And it starts to get you thinking, you're believing, right? Believing in this. And then the synchronicity starts showing up, and that starts increasing your belief that reality is actually here for you, here with you, wanting you to experience more magic and synchronicity and flow in your life. And this starts building your beliefs about it. But what I'm sharing here is to go beyond just believing it, and how do you actually keep your field in an aligned, resonant, coherent state. And especially if you're wanting to pray things, to create reality, this is how you do it. You get into deep alignment within yourself, really in tune with what's true and in resonance. Because if you're trying to think things with your mind, but your body's holding other stories, other programs, other things, the body actually rules. Reality rules. Your physical domain is where the energy's held the most powerfully in our life. So by learning to feel this resonance, this alignment, this is how you begin to tune in and really create a deep, coherent inner state within yourself. And then as you go out through life, and when you lose it, you practice this, coming back to the heart, practice grounding, feeling the positive polarity, the negative, expanding, just coming into alignment with your field, creating this resonance, really tuning in to your true self. This is the power. And then just life flows, synchronicity flows, magic comes in, and it will. All kinds of amazing things can happen in your life. Because it's why you're here, to experience this. So, made it here to the river. I know there's a falls somewhere up ahead. This place is so beautiful. Such a magical, like, fairy forest. These grand old trees. So it's really simple, but we just forget. We forget this power that we are, that we have. We forget that we're in this energetic relationship with reality. And it starts within. As that you establish this connection. This is why this is the first step of the work that I teach. Learning to be connected, which is about creating this alignment within yourself. Tuning into your heart, your mind, your body, these three energetic centers. For this upper energy, your heart, and the lower energy. And you'll see these teachings and this understanding all over the planet. Look at these amazing rocks. So cool. So beautiful. Oh my God. Love this place. Can you believe it? Thank you. So powerful. I guess this is the beauty of forgetting. I know it is. Thought about it so many times in life. You know, we forget who we are. We forget what's possible. We grow up in a world of forgetfulness. And then we get to remember. And it's so beautiful. It's beautiful because it changes our inner reality. And we actually feel and know and live the truth of who we are, which is so much bliss and love and gratitude. Look at this amazing place. There's a tangible, real experience of remembrance and this coherence, alignment, being connected, feeling this inner flow of energy, feeling that battery get activated, charging up. It infuses your whole field with source energy, literally. This is what raising your vibration is really all about. It's not about trying to force yourself to have happier thoughts and things like that. It's actually tuning in to that power within yourself. Maybe you can hear the power as we're getting closer and deeper into this river and this waterfall. That's what it's like within us. And we have this central channel, this axis, where energy flows in. And it's always coming. It's always here. See the river down there. Because we're here. It's actually the source of our experience, of our vitality. But when we learn to connect our consciousness, our awareness to this field, to the energy, and working with the dynamics of this inner battery, we start charging it up and increasing our bandwidth to receive more energy. This is truly the path of awakening, of enlightenment, becoming more light, expanding your bandwidth to receiving more energy. And the more you do this, the more this tunes you into life, the synchronistic flow of life. It's also going to bring all the challenges. It's also going to bring all your darkness and your trauma and your patterns, your programs, because they're in the way. You know, they're blocking you from experiencing the true potential of what you really are, your true self, and experiencing your God nature, the divine essence that you are. Look at these rocks. So powerful. So tuning in begins to transform your life, helping you to transform the energetics of your patterns, of the programs you grew up within, all the blocks, all the things that are keeping you from experiencing the truth of who you are. And so synchronicity is the flow, is the trail. You follow that, follow the wisdom, the guidance, follow what shows up. Dang, this is some power. This place is phenomenal. So this connection, this alignment, this flow, learning to be connected is the beginning practice. Learning to tune into your heart, feel in your body, feel alignment. And then alignment is the key that carries you all the way through to the greatest depths of expansion, of bliss, of knowing yourself as God, feeling that oneness, that unity with all of life, that you are God here in the body, and that all of life is. This is why synchrony even exists. That synchronicity is the wisdom of life coming through everything. And so it's the supreme teaching, it's the supreme practice. And it's really all you need. You learn how to feel alignment and resonance, and life will show you by creating more synchronicity, more flow, magic. You tune into that. You follow more deeply into the truth. You surrender all the energy, all the beliefs, all the patterns, all the programs, everything that's keeping you from experiencing this true self. You keep surrendering. You keep reaching. You keep loving. You keep praying. You keep coming back to the heart. You keep surrendering. You find deeper alignment. It's the truth. It's the key. It's the way. Oh, so powerful. Let's just be with that for a moment. Check this out. So I'm wishing you deep alignment, deep connection, deep realization of what you really are. For you to experience that real joy and freedom, the peace and the bliss that comes with living the truth of who you are. Wishing you so much love. Oh.